Can't remember getting this now. Okay, I'm gonna have 5. I'm gonna write it down, and it'll be right here, because I clearly can't remember anything. Hey, how are ya? It's StevenTocher. I like to say StevenTocher. It's a little easier for people to say. And I'm back. Just want to give you a little update and kind of tell you where the channel is gonna go in the future. A lot of changes over the past 7 years. I posted a few videos, but those videos were kind of the ones that were lingering from what I was doing before, which was more of the fitness stuff. And yeah, I learned a lot from that. I'm happy. I've stayed fairly physically fit. I think I've probably gained about 15 pounds of muscle, maybe 5-10 pounds of fat as well. But I really feel comfortable in my skin for the most part. And I'll be doing some fitness stuff on the channel in the future. I really love the bands. The bands are definitely my go-to right now. I use sometimes up to 250 pounds of resistance, and I love the way it makes my body feel overall. But yeah, things have just changed in a lot of ways. One, which I'm really thankful for, is I got married about 4.5, almost 5 years ago. And I have had a little lady, a special little lady in my life who came 27 months ago today, actually. And I have another little one on the way, so I'm very thankful to have these 3 amazing new additions in my life. Aside from that, work fairly pedestrian job, but the creative bug has always bit me and always has. I just could never escape it ever since I was a kid. When I was like 4 or 5, I just knew a couple things. I knew I just wanted to help kids, work with kids. I guess I'm a kid at the time, so I'm like, I want to work with my people. And I wanted to, connect with Japan and Japanese people. I don't know, I was 4. And I wanted to do like film and fitness and stuff like that, right? So I tried the film and fitness stuff and didn't work the way I thought it would. I thought I would really get into it. I was offered a lot of fitness jobs just locally within Toronto, the GTA. I was offered to do collaborations, but I realized that fitness was like a hobby for me, and it was something that I wanted to do for me. Like, I could never really get into the world of sexuality and getting really big and as strong as possible and push my body to the next level. I just really wanted to stay as healthy as possible with all of my, ailments and issues, and uplift the people around me. And I'm thankful because I think during that time frame, I helped a couple thousand people really get to a healthy place in their life. I don't really even talk about calories and stuff too much anymore. I might think about it because it's kind of like trained in your brain. It's like a muscle memory that way. But for the most part, I'm more just, how do I stay healthy? What goals am I trying to hit, for the next couple weeks or months? Do I want to try something new? Can my body handle it? I'm 38 now, so I just want to kind of see how the pains come and the ebbs and flows of my body. So the fitness stuff will be there from time to time, but I named this channel myself because it's about the journey. It's about life as a whole. And I didn't think that I would put so much into the fitness stuff when I started the channel. Like, in the past, I used to make reviews for video games and movies, and as much as I love that stuff, I could never latch onto it. But over the past 7 or 8 years or so, there's been a bug that wouldn't stop biting me, and I'm gonna definitely move towards that in the future. Some of you may ask what that is, and it's working with kids as a whole, but on YouTube here, and through books and through games, maybe board games, just different avenues. So one thing that I'm going to be doing with this channel is I'm going to be talking about my journey with art that I never really jumped into, at least like drawing wise and fully storytelling wise. I've written a handful of children's books. I kind of have this like little universe that I've been working on for some time, and now it's time to jump in. It's time to, really, see where this goes. And I've just been formulating ideas, like COVID hit us, and the whole world essentially, and I was still going to work every day, and so I had a lot of time to not only get my work done but connect with people. And I realized that there's so much more to life than hitting your next physical goal or getting the next thing in your life. And it really hit home when people started losing stuff. And we live in a first world situation, or at least myself, and I don't have much, but I have a lot more than most people, and I really learned how to be thankful during that time period. And that got me to really think about things that were kind of in the back of my mind for a long time, which was, how can I help children? How can I help families? And how can I make people safer? AI is a huge thing now. And I want to make sure that I'm positioned in a place with my little voice to help as many people as possible. So I'm not sure how many things that I will get to, but it's just kind of to lay it out there, because I think when we lay things out to the world, to the universe, as some people would say, for myself, lay it out with a godly foundation, I would say, yeah, I'd like to do a few things. So one thing would be, like I just spoke about, which was my journey towards art, taking on art. I've never been trained properly, fully, but I can draw. I have a bit of a style, so I'm going to go into my journey that way. I definitely will do some fitness stuff from here and there, probably not until the new year. Just talk about some of the fitness stuff I'm doing, the foods that I'm eating. I'm going to talk about the stories that I'm writing, maybe the whole process of how my little universe is coming together, if it comes together, as well as my failures and maybe pitfalls for future artists or just future people in general for business. And another big thing is I want to talk about prevention, prevention across the board. Invite people from, internet security, home security, firefighters, police officers, nurses, maybe homeland security, different types of ways to protect yourself against maybe auto theft, or how to identify, bad situations, and just talk to people in different fields about prevention, because I think, like they always say, well, depending on where you are in the imperial system or the other system, they say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So I really focus on that, and I really want to help kids at a younger level to figure out what's real and fake on the internet, and to identify who's safe and who's not, for teenagers and for kids to just know the ropes more of how the world works, and adults, parents, people of all ages, adults essentially in general, just how to navigate an ever-changing world, and just give as many prompts as possible to help you out. So I think those are some of the main things that I really want to do with this channel, is probably interview people, talk about my journey drawing business, and just kind of anything and everything that I'm doing right now. So yeah, I can't even, I had a list, and I'm telling you, it's being in front of the one-eyed monster again, which I probably should have multiple cameras here to get the multi-layered conversation going. But yeah, I think that those are the main things. Yeah, sorry, I recap a lot, so I may have to come back to you on that and revise that in another video. But yeah, it's been a tiring time the past couple of years, a good tiring, but I really feel like it's a new chapter in life, and I've kind of come into my own as a husband, as a dad, as a man in my faith, feeling healthy for the most part, having a good feeling over my body image, not being too worried that I'll never get a six-pack, which I tried never to focus on in the video series with health. I was just more trying to get, as strong and healthy as possible, as lean as possible. And now it's just about, how do I prevent pain? How do I try something new? Like if I want to do some rock climbing one day, what kind of muscle groups do I need to work on? If I want to, I don't know, get back into flag football, right? How do I best keep myself limber as well as work on my hand-eye coordination? So yeah, I guess I had 5 F's that I used to think of. I used to think of film, and I guess that's kind of the fine arts in general. So I like to call it farts. So film and fine arts kind of go together. And fitness, faith, I cheat on one, which was philanthropy with an F. This King Dyslexia over here. Can't spell too well, so I'll take that as an F. And prevention, I guess I gotta figure out an F word for prevention. But just I guess future focus, what's real and what's fake on the internet. So yeah, those are the different things that have kind of been speaking to me. And just on the cusp of a new year, I wanted to get back to all you ladies and my you gents who've been very kind to me and lovely to me over the years, who've sent me some nice messages and questions. Yeah, so it's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, I guess I can kind of go a little deeper. So if you're still watching the video, I keep looking over at the screen to see if everything's recording and everything's fine. I haven't done this in a little while. I guess I can break that down a bit. When it comes to the film and fine arts, I've been working on a video series for kids, what's real and fake on the internet, kind of like maybe for teachers, like modules on like what are stones, and talking about like what real and fake stones are, like Cuban zirconia and like diamonds and things of that nature, to get kids to understand the difference between what is real and what do people validate real as, or what do they put in the real category versus the fake category, like real diamonds and fake diamonds. Or Stonehenge is pretty interesting, right? Like some people could, especially the youth, could look at that as like a film set or something when it was real and it's thousands of years old. So I really am doing a deep dive into that, and that kind of is a drop in the bucket for the kids' stories that I've been working on for some time, and for the overall like toys and merchandising and app. I've always had these ideas in my mind, but I never really thought that I could get to the point to where I am right now, where I'm shooting a little video series for the kiddos. I've written a bunch of books now, and one of the other big stumbling blocks was the art, because if you're gonna make a book, and I took a lot of courses on making a book and just small courses and how to do a lean startup company. And if I'm gonna make a book self-published, a good self-published book with good art, anywhere from 16 to 20 pictures worth, it's gonna cost like 10 to 15 grand, which I don't have. So if I write the story, and thank goodness I have some amazing people in formatting and who have written as well, if I do the art, I'm saving myself at least, between story writing and art, like 10 grand maybe. Or I shouldn't say grand, I should say maybe like 70-80% of the total cost and budget. But that's kind of the part of the journey I'm going to kind of focus on more right now, is can I draw, right? My fundamentals, what am I learning? Showing you what I'm learning, my progression, how I get better. Or if I don't, maybe I'll be a total failure. But that's okay, right? Because I fail a lot, right? Made a video and finally posted that like 2 years ago on failure and how much I've failed. And maybe these skills will take me to the next echelon, and they have, because I use what I've learned in day-to-day conversation like all the time, whether it's like fitness, faith, philanthropy, helping other people, counseling. Counsel a lot of people from week to week, month to month, year to year. I've been asked to be a life coach many times, spiritual leader many times. So yeah, that's kind of the book stuff and the fine arts, the farts. When it comes to philanthropy, I really have a heart to help people who are struggling emotionally, mentally, but also communities. They always say, don't just give someone a cup of water, and don't just build a well, like teach them how to make a well. And so I'd love to do that with especially the little universe I'm creating. And maybe if the toys or the books are merchandised in a certain area, or the book is being written from a certain place, I could help out a village or people group in a real uplifting way, positive way. I've learned a lot about that. I have a lot of people who do philanthropy work, missions work to help really disadvantaged people who are very vulnerable. So I think that is really big on my heart. The fitness side of stuff will be periodic. It'll be food. It'll be, what to cook maybe. It'll be grocery shopping with the crazy prices for food right now. It's insane. Just talking about anything and everything food and fitness. How I view the world now, what frustrates me about the fitness industry, and the types of situations I had to walk away from, and hopefully again to interview people, like interview artists like I was talking about before, storytellers, as well as fitness people, food in general. I think interviewing is so key to understanding where these hundreds of thousands of millions of YouTubers and people who are just on the interwebs doing fantastic stuff, and to learn from them. Because for me, it's kind of like, if I get to potentially in the future interview people, I get to learn a lot, pick their brain, sit down, have a coffee with them as well, right? Maybe better myself. Not maybe, I will better myself with a lot of these fantastic professionals. So that's food and fitness, philanthropy, fine arts. Where am I now, Steve? I should have written this stuff down. And then it comes to faith. Faith, I'll talk about from here and there. I'll tell some stories. A long time ago, I had this idea to do the life of StevenTocher, the Lost. And that would be the hundreds and hundreds of stories that I have of all kinds of stuff that's happened in my life. Like, I've been in the hospital over 25 different times for different things, different health concerns. I've been in the hospital hundreds of times in my lifetime. Talk about, just all the tough stuff I grew up with, all the people I know, sadly, who've gone down the drain due to addiction or due to bad situations, abuse. Some of them sadly have died. Some of them are incarcerated. As I talk about that, my faith will come out because of how I feel like I can connect with people, help people. I have a men's group, about 40 members in it, and I really help a lot of men, helped hundreds of men with their career, with their lives over the years, guiding them spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. So faith will be potentially a big part of this channel too. And I'll probably, touch on those 5 things. Maybe literally I guess I'm spitballing right now. Maybe I'll just ask those 5 questions when I do the interview, or I'll give you an update on those 5 things in one video at one shot. Or intermediate videos. So we got, I think one of the F's used to be football for me. I can't believe I didn't write any of this down. I just felt like I had to pump this video out tonight. So it's philanthropy, which is a fake F, faith, the fine arts, farts, fitness and food, and yeah, you know what? I probably should break up fitness and food. I think those are my 5. I don't want to go over the top. Maybe it's 4 or 5s. If I can't, if I'll remember, I'll try to remember next time. Thanks for letting me ramble. If you've made it to this far in the video, God bless your soul. Uh, I just really felt like I had to do this thing and get back out there and start talking and start sharing the story. There's just been so many things that have happened. We've seen, you being steps away from horrible criminal activity, life-altering situations, being in I've been in car accidents. I've had, a lot of helping people in very dangerous situations. We've just a lot of family turmoil. There's so many things that I wish I could share. I had more time, but I don't. So I'm trying to make time. I'm trying to give up some other things, and we'll see where this video and channel goes. Maybe I won't even post this, who knows. Maybe it was just like me pouring my heart out, and I watched it again and I think to myself, no, don't do it. But is there anything else I want to say on this video here? I really want to just follow my heart on it too, and not let time or analytics or pressure be any of the reasons why I post a video, but just to speak from the heart and wear fun hats. It's almost Christmas time. I love my Blue Jays. My Blue Jays festive hat. Definitely gonna wear a lot of hats. I like different hats. If I can find fun hats, I will. I'll probably have to repeat hats too. Oh, that's it. The last one was family. Here we go. I'm an idiot. Sorry, should not say that. I'm not an idiot. I'm tired. Family, yes. Family is the whole idea of prevention. And to protect families, to protect people in a person, no matter if you don't have any relatives at all, you are a family. You are a family of one, and you have lots of, I hope, friends and coworkers and people around you that are your family. Family is obviously not just blood. Most of the people that I consider family are not blood related whatsoever. So yes, the prevention side of stuff. The prevention side of stuff is actually going to be a huge part of this channel in the direction I'm going. So yes, I'm so glad that I remembered that before I left off. Oh, there you go, YouTube. Still working out a bit, still keeping pretty fit. Family will be huge for this channel. I really want to make sure that I'm giving people tools to live by, to feel better by. Not wearing my glasses either, so you see my eyes wander a little bit. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts and make sure the record button's still recording. So family and kind of prevention and helping families out in general, like family tips, fine arts, farts, fitness and food, philanthropy, which is a fake F, and oh man, I'm terrible right now. This is awful. Okay, try it again. Family, fitness and food, philanthropy, fine arts, and I'm forgetting this now. Okay, I'm gonna have 5. I'm gonna write them down, and they'll be right here, because I clearly can't remember anything. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We'll see where it goes. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time. God bless. Oh, can I remember it? Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. God bless.